Hi, I'm Katie Farrell with Dashing Dish, and at Dashing Dish, I'm all about teaching you how to create healthy alternatives to the food you crave. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a quick and easy make-ahead breakfast. Actually, two different versions of make-ahead breakfast. And so here today, I'm going to show you everybody's favorite thing, which involves coffee, and then another great popular recipe, which is smoothies. So a lot of times people think, I don't have time to make breakfast. I'm on the go, I'm rushing out the door in the morning, but it really is the most important meal of our entire day. So here I'm going to show you how you can kind of whip things up ahead of time so that when you're out the door, you can take it with you on the go and it's ready in just literally seconds to minutes. So here we have a make-ahead smoothie, and you can do this for actually up to 7 days for the entire week ahead. So it'll take you literally moments to make, and then just a few seconds in the blender to zip up before you go. So I have these make-ahead smoothie packs, and you can see I have 3 frozen right here, but like I said, you can make up to 7 days in advance. And all I did to make these is I took some Greek yogurt, just plain Greek yogurt. You don't really want to get the sweetened kind because then you can't control how much sugar and added ingredients go into it. So I just get the plain Greek yogurt, which is high in protein, and then I do a little bit of stevia to sweeten it. Now, this is really according to your personal preference of how sweet you like things, but I'm just going to add about 1/4 cup. You could do anywhere, around 1 tablespoon to 1/4 cup, depending on how sweet you like things. And so I'm going to add that to the Greek yogurt and just kind of combine it. And here I have about 2 cups of Greek yogurt. So all you do is you just sweeten your Greek yogurt, and then I just put it right into an ice cube tray. So if you don't have these, you can get them at the grocery store, totally inexpensive. I think they probably cost about, maybe 50 cents each, not even. So you get some ice cube trays, you fill it up, and it's really easy. All you do is you kind of just spread it in like that. So I would, of course, do a really good job of spreading that in. And then you just freeze that. So you just put the whole ice cube tray into the freezer, and then it forms little blocks of yogurt. And so you can see here I have some blocks of the Greek yogurt. And then I added a frozen banana. So I chopped up a frozen banana and some strawberries. You can buy the pre-frozen strawberries to make it easy so you don't have to wash and cut them. So that's all you did is you mix up some Greek yogurt with sweetener, chop a banana, throw some strawberries in there, and you can do any berry or fruit that you like. And then you just put it right into the blender when you're ready to, get going in the morning. And again, the Greek yogurt adds a lot of protein so that you are, well satisfied throughout your day. You're not just using the fruit, which kind of is it's a natural sweetener, but it's still a sweetener. That you have it balanced out with some protein. So we have 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk or any kind of dairy that you like. So I like almond milk because it's low in calories, it's dairy free. And then we're just going to pulse this. And you just want to keep pulsing it until it forms a nice smoothie. And here, let's get a spoon. Sometimes it helps to kind of help move it along. But I like to take these with me on the go. You can add protein powder if you like. But you don't have to. You can just do with the Greek yogurt and the fruit. And of course, if you need to get this blending a little bit better, you can add a little bit more almond milk. So I'm going to do that. And get that stirred up. Sometimes it's finicky with the blenders. There we go. And you can see it's forming a nice smoothie in there, but I'm gonna move on to the next recipe. And so you'd take this with you on the go, and it's absolutely delicious. It turns into a rich, creamy smoothie. So for our next recipe, we have, I mentioned coffee. So this is our vanilla latte energy bites. And these are great because they have a little bit of coffee as a pick-me-up that you can take with you on the go. All it is just some old-fashioned oats. So what you would put into oatmeal, and then some almond flour. That's just a half cup of almond flour, and it's just almonds ground into flour. You can buy it at any grocery store. Oat flour, which is just the old-fashioned oats blended into a flour, and you can make it right at home in your own blender or food processor. And then sweetener, we have some stevia here. You can use really any type of sweetener that you like. And then just some water, and that helps kind of bring it all together. And I'm just gonna kind of stir this just to get it going here. And you know, personally, I'm a mom. I have a 5-month-old daughter, and so to have a recipe like this to take with me on the go, or even just to have as a quick snack or mid-morning snack, it's really good for me because I find that sometimes I'm so hungry when it comes to mealtime because I'm so busy taking care of her that it helps to have something to kind of hold me over mid-morning. And then for our coffee, this is just instant coffee, and so you could use, you know, instead of the water, you could actually use strong brewed coffee from your morning coffee. But I use instant coffee because then you always have it on hand to put into the recipe. So I did about 1 tablespoon of the brewed coffee, or the instant coffee, I'm sorry, in there. And then I'm gonna do just a pinch of salt. And then for our wet ingredients, we're going to add some this is reduced calorie maple syrup, but you could use real maple syrup. You can use, they actually have stevia sweetened maple syrup now. So you add this, a 1/4 cup to these energy bites, and then you want to add 1/2 cup of peanut butter. And the peanut butter you can of course swap out with any type of nut butter that you like, but I like peanut butter, and it gives it a nice flavor as well. So you can see how easy this is, and what I like to do with them is I like to put them in the freezer, and then I can just pull one out, and that way they last for really up to 3 months in the freezer. They never last that long, but the great thing about that is you always have a nice healthy breakfast to take with you on the go. So you know, you have the smoothie packs, you have the energy bites, and both can be stored in the freezer, so that way you have something that's ready when you are. So it's really no excuse for, you know, oh, I'm too busy in the morning, I don't have time to eat breakfast, because both of these are great options that took you just a few minutes to prepare ahead of time, and then you have a great breakfast, like I said. And you know what I do with these is I put them just, you know, 2 balls in, say, a Ziploc bag, and that way you can just take them with you on the go. So once you have this all stirred up, really get your arm into it, you just form them into balls, and you can see here it's forming a nice dough. But you just form these into balls, pop them onto a baking sheet pan, and then, you know, put them in your fridge or freezer to kind of firm up a little bit. And this is the finished product. And I'm telling you, every single time that I've offered one of these to a friend, or even my husband who eats really picky, they always say, oh my gosh, this tastes just like a no-bake cookie. So it's a great way to get your protein, your whole grains, and get a little bit of coffee in your morning. If you'd like this recipe or more like it, you can head over to ctvn.org.